Once upon a time, in a small town nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young woman named Alice. She was a kind and gentle soul, with a love for all things cozy. One rainy evening, Alice was curled up in her favorite chair with a good book and a cup of hot tea. The rain pattered rhythmically against the window, and the fire crackled merrily in the hearth. Alice felt content and at peace. Suddenly, she heard a noise outside. She looked up to see a small, bedraggled kitten huddled on her doorstep. Alice opened the door and let the kitten in. It was shivering cold and wet. Alice dried off the kitten and gave it a bowl of milk. The kitten lapped up the milk eagerly, then curled up on Alice's lap and purred contentedly. Alice and the kitten, which she named Cozy, quickly became inseparable. They would spend hours cuddling together, reading books, and playing games. One evening, as Alice and Cozy were sitting by the fire, Alice started to tell Cozy a story. Once upon a time, she began, there was a magical land called Cosland. It was a place where everyone was always happy and content. The days were warm and sunny, and the nights were cool and crisp. The air was filled with the sweet scent of flowers, and the birds sang merrily in the trees. In Cosland, there were houses made of gingerbread and candy, and rivers made of chocolate. The people of Cosland were kind and generous, and they always welcomed visitors with open arms. One day, a young girl named Alice came to Cosland. She was lost and tired, but the people of Cosland welcomed her with open arms. They gave her a warm bed to sleep in and a delicious meal to eat. Alice stayed in Cosland for many days, and she grew to love the magical land very much. She made many new friends, and she played all day long. One day, Alice decided it was time to go home. She said goodbye to her new friends and promised to visit again soon. The people of Cosland gave Alice a gift to take home with her. It was a small box made of gingerbread. Inside the box was a tiny piece of chocolate. The people of Cosland told Alice that whenever she felt sad or lonely, she should eat the chocolate and think of Cosland. The chocolate would remind her of the happy times she had spent there, and it would make her feel better. Alice thanked the people of Cosland for their gift, and she set off on her journey home. When Alice arrived home, she put the gingerbread box in a special place. She knew that she would cherish it forever. Whenever Alice felt sad or lonely, she would take out the gingerbread box and eat the chocolate. The chocolate would remind her of the happy times she had spent in Cosland, and it would make her feel better. And so, Alice lived happily ever after, knowing that she could always find a little bit of Cosland in her heart. Alice finished her story, and Cozy purred contentedly. Alice looked down at the kitten and smiled. She was so grateful to have Cozy in her life. Cozy brought her so much joy and comfort. Alice and Cozy spent the rest of the evening cuddling together by the fire. Alice drifted off to sleep, dreaming of Cosland. Moral of the story: sometimes the simplest things in life are the most precious. Cherish the moments you have with your loved ones, and always find time to relax and enjoy the simple things in life.